One of the biggest draws of any role-playing game is something that's a no-brainer, letting players get into the role of the character they're controlling with no restrictions. This makes it important to give people access to a suite of customization features that let players shape the protagonist they control in whatever manner they see fit. From tailoring a character's appearance to deciding the wealth of skills they have access to, it's easy to see why players would love any RPG where customization is a huge part of the experience. What's going on, everyone? Jeffrey here, welcome to Game Rant. In this video, I'll be showcasing 10 lovely RPGs that feature impressive customization options to sink your teeth into. So let's dive into the list. Number 10, GreedFall. The developer Spiders was known for creating RPGs with a lot of heart and jank in equal measure, with the latter sucking out some enjoyment from the games they made. So it was wholly unexpected for GreedFall to become such a huge hit, making the most of the disappointment that many people felt with Mass Effect Andromeda by filling this void and letting players enjoy a great Western RPG. There are many things that GreedFall gets right, and the excellent character customization in the game is one of its many achievements. Players can spend a long while customizing Desarde in more ways than one, letting them get invested in this title before the game even starts. Number 9, Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 has become one of the biggest phenomenons in the gaming industry, proving major AAA developers wrong by showing how important it is to develop a game that has a ton of heart. Larian Studios has become one of the biggest developers around and deserves all the success that they're enjoying right now. Just like each and every facet of the game, Baldur's Gate 3's character creation system is incredibly in-depth and engaging. It's also important to choose a proper build, since making an error here can have dire consequences for the player. Number 8, Elden Ring. It's impressive just how robust and in-depth Elden Ring's character customization really is. The game doesn't need such a system in the first place, since the player will be clad in armor more often than not. That being said, most people still appreciate the lengths From Software has gone to let players create a custom character in the game. Elden Ring can be a tough challenge, and any joy that the player can wring out of the character creation system should be relished before they get pounded into oblivion by the early game bosses over and over again. Number 7, Mass Effect 3. Mass Effect 3 is one of the greatest video games of all time, despite having a pretty divisive ending that was somewhat later fixed for a lot of players. Players who decide to change the look of Commander Shepard will be pleased to see how far the character creation system has evolved since the first game. Players can create their very own unique version of Commander Shepard to enhance their immersion in the game even more. The title may be old, sure, but its character creation system is still a blast to mess around with. Number 6, Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning and Re-Reckoning. When it comes to playstyle and classes, Kingdoms of Amalur unquestionably is the most flexible. Thanks to a gimmick relating to the shifting fate of the protagonist character, players can swap classes, weapons, and playstyles as quickly as they please. Not only can players design their character's physical appearance, but just about every way that makes them tick imaginable. A player might start as a simple sword-swinging warrior, but because their fate is completely up to them, they can easily go from fighter to battle mage with the right amount of skills and weapons. Weapons, armor, and perks are not bound by classes here, so the playstyle is as fluid as the player desires. Number 5, The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim. The story of Skyrim's character customization is much like Bloodborne, in that it was a major advancement compared to its predecessor. Today, Elder Scrolls fans laugh and joke at Oblivion's character creator, as all of the people kinda look like potatoes compared to the characters in Skyrim. The fantasy races and their sub-races are all there, and they let players control everything from fur color, scales, makeup, gender, face paint, face structure, and more. Many fans consider it good, but they make it even better through fan-made mods. With the mods, any look is really possible. Number 4, Fallout 4. Fallout 4 has a character creator that fans have used to make celebrities, cartoon characters, and more. It has been the star of popular YouTube series such as Monster Factory, where players try to make the ugliest character possible. Not only can players choose the typical hair, eyes, race, and size of the character, but they can also add wounds that they would get in a nuclear wasteland environment, such as burns, scars, and more. They also included little details such as skin blemishes, because everyone knows that no one has perfect skin in the post-apocalypse. Also, players get to decide how both they and their life partner look, and that influences how their baby looks. Number 3, Monster Hunter World. Monster Hunter World, like Fallout 4, has been a place where fans can get very creative and make celebrity lookalikes and cartoon characters. It allows players to really dive deep into various random customization options to make any sort of normal or wacky avatar that they see fit. What sets Monster Hunter World apart from the other games on this list is that players get to customize a cat sidekick, the Palico. A lot of players have made their Palicos look like their own cats, which is certainly a nice customizable touch. Number 2, Hogwarts Legacy. Hogwarts Legacy lived up to the hype it was enjoying for the longest time, even if the title itself may not be all that groundbreaking. Enrolling in Hogwarts and uncovering a tantalizing mystery for the ages makes for a great time. The character creation system is one of the many reasons why players love this game, allowing them to create their very own 5th-year student from scratch. It's a fun creator to mess around in, and players can either create massive abominations or sculpt a character that looks as similar to them as possible. Number 1, Final Fantasy XIV. Among role-playing games with character creation is a lot of massively multiplayer games. Character creation in these games feels even more involved since a character is going to walk in a land where a lot of other real people are going to see them. Final Fantasy XIV has a ton of interesting races, each with its own sub-race as well. It is a dream come true for anyone who wants to make an original Final Fantasy-styled character. As players go through the game, they can also have makeovers to change their physical appearance anytime they want. And there we have it, everyone, 10 fantastic RPGs that offer delightfully fun customization options and systems to engage with. Thank you so much for watching this video from Game Rant. Be sure to check out all sorts of other top-notch gaming content, including more lists, news, reviews, guides, originals, and so much more right here on Game Rant. Have a truly wonderful and happy day, everyone. We'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.